Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Denver's Good News Ministry. Your man Lupe here. Got a couple things I want to talk about. First one is we have in March 28th, we are going to have a Easter thing going on here in Lakewood. Saturday, March 28th, from 12 to 3:30 p.m. The address is 220 South Yarrow Street. Hope for Tomorrow will be there. The Mix International will be there. Four Generations will be there. Also, Compassion Ministries will be there, and Cantu Cares Recovery Center will be there. So there's gonna be giving away 200 Easter baskets, free food, games. There'll be music. I of course will be there. It's one of the things I do with giving back. It's always good. So there's that update. Another one is that we will be doing a food distribution for Compassion Ministries on March 21st this year, from 9 a.m. till whenever it's gone. When I keep you updated, I will send the address eventually if you still don't have it from my previous um, mentions of it. I'll be sure to throw it up there again. And so, with that being said, let's go ahead and go on to the inspirational quote of the day. Let's see here. So today, with my today's conversation, it's going to be about healthy relationships. But first, let's start with this. Never forget that the stress and worry, the intimidation or fear one may experience in one's own life at the hands of others are never beyond the Supreme Creator's control. So, just keep God in your mind and keep Him in your life. If you're experiencing a few things, just open up the prayer to Him. So now, with that, let's go ahead and start on to the subject. So, healthy relationships and recovery is vital. Helps offering support, positive social influence, encouragement to maintain abstinence through addiction can strain relationships. So, to rebuild trust takes time and takes some effort, and that is very true. Because during addiction, you go and do all kinds of crazy things, say all kinds of crazy things. I mean, there's just so much that goes into it that you mess up a lot of relationships. So right here, addiction can reflect family relations, family and relationships negatively in so many ways. Addiction can lead to economic hardship, legal problems, emotional distress, negative emotions, family instability, and breakups, and in some cases, violence. Parental substance use can result the unmet developmental needs of their children, or it can cause the kids to feel an insecure attachment with their parents. Addiction can also put the children at risk of developing SUD, or substance use disorder, themselves. So, yeah, I've known a few people who were in their thing and they passed it on to their kids. I mean, they would do it with their kids and whatnot. I've known so many people, I've heard so many stories from other people. So, we got to work on not having our kids become into that type of situation, into that predicament. But the benefits are for the healthy relationship is it can reduce stress, improve purpose, and encourage healthy habits. It can also provide monitoring and feedback to discourage unhealthy behaviors. So, monitoring feedback is just keeping a close eye on it yourself. Pay attention. If you give feedback from anybody, you don't take that into consideration. Don't take it as they are trying to put you down or anything like that. They're just telling you what they see. So if you don't believe what they're saying, maybe just take a step back, sit down and think about it. Sometimes when you're under the influence of any kind of mind altering substance, you're quick to judgment. We're all quick to judge on that. So definitely take time to go back on some memories and think about past experiences that you might have done that might have caused them to say that. So rebuilding trust is patience, transparency, and consistent efforts is important. Open and honest communication, accountability, and setting realistic expectations are important steps. So patience, it's like they say, patience is a virtue. And it really is. If you have patience and you just wait, things will come into hand. Things will play out the right way. Transparency and consistent efforts. So constantly keep putting some work into what you're trying to do to build that trust. Because during addiction, we lose all that trust by stealing, lying, all kinds of other sorts of things. So we got to do that. And open and honest communication. Just honestly, just don't lie. Be open, but don't lie. It just doesn't get you anywhere. People find out one way or another, sooner or later. And so, accountability is open and honest communication. Okay, accountability. We all got to be accountable for our own mistakes. So be accountable, make the right decisions. Sometimes we can't always make the right decisions, but all we can do is our best. So we got to work on that. And setting realistic expectations. It's like you expect. It's just, for example, let's say you're expecting to get a job, but you put in so many applications, but you don't know which job it is, but you're still expecting. You're still waiting for one of them to reply. But still keep applying. And then your expectations of getting a job, it'll come up. So that's just an example. So then realistic expectations also is in recovery is a process, and rebuilding trust takes time. So we already went on that. Demonstrate accountability, follow through on commitments, and show consistent progress. Okay. Definitely follow through on your commitments. For me, I've had a struggle with that in the past, and lately I am, for the last, I don't know how many months, but I've been following through on my commitments. I have been showing up consistently. I've been showing consistent progress in everything I've been doing. Sometimes it's like you take 2 steps forward to go 3 steps back. Even so, just going 2 steps forward is still moving forward. There's always going to be some kind of little minor setback or obstacle but you can always get through it. There's no way it should stop you if you really want, if you're really determined. Let me put it that way. So, building new relationships is said that it is best to wait a year before starting a new romantic relationship. You can still make friendships, just romantic relationships. Some even suggest joining support groups or community programs, AA, CA, NA, stuff like that. Community programs is like volunteer work in any kind of program that might be available. And then engaging in hobbies that bring you joy and connection. So things that bring you happiness, things that are joys. You know, me, I like hiking, camping. Lately, I've been working out since I've been missing out on that quite a bit for a while. But I've started doing that. I started doing the calisthenics at home. Since gym memberships, if you don't have the money, it's better that way. Or you could get a rec card. Me, I'm just busy, so I tend to do it at home for about 10 to 15 minutes a day, depending. Um, so that's bringing me joy to know that I'm getting healthier again. I've been eating healthier. Cooking is a hobby I really really like. I like to hear the compliments that I get from it if people like it, or I like getting feedback if people think that maybe it could have used a little more salt, or maybe you should try this kind of seasoning, whatever it is. Um, but it's fun. It's just like experimenting to me. I mean, but I like it. It's really comforting for me. And I'm a foodie, so I like to try different things and make up new stuff as I go along. So then we got characteristics of a healthy relationship, which is honesty, trust, mutual respect, and support for individuality are all important characteristics. Um, so yeah, we all gotta respect each other. Honesty, like I said earlier, just be honest. Don't lie. Why lie about it? Also, trust. Trust goes both ways. Me myself, I trust, but I usually wait till I know somebody a lot longer to actually have full trust. So you can have some trust, but I wouldn't give it all until you actually know that person really good. Um, and then you got to support individuals, individuality. Everybody's different, so we're different than anybody else. So, with that, let's go to okay. Um, Seek counseling if you need to. This can help give you tools to work through with healthy relationships. Uh, Set out a floor plan for how to have that respect for individuality, how to get some advice on how to just kind of be honest. There's so many different tools that they can help you with. Um, so, let's see. Healthy relationships, supportive relationships can play a beneficial role in helping someone enter and maintain recovery. One study found a link between better family relationships uh, and decreased substance use. So, supportive relationships are people who are encouraging you to keep on the right track, to help you not relapse, keep you looking forward, giving you something positive. Um, Something to look forward to stay on the right track. There's so many different reasons everybody has, uh, you know, but uh, something meaningful, something you have a purpose for. It doesn't come easy to think about what's your purpose, what purpose you have, but it will come to you eventually. Just sit down, take some time, think off and on here and there whenever you get a chance. It's not going to come to you right away, but it will come eventually. Um, Mine's took me a few months myself, so it took me quite a while. Actually, I got to say it's been longer than a few months, but I eventually found my purpose, and that's to help others. By the way, I did graduate my peer coaching classes. I am on my way to be doing classes for my QBHA, which is Qualified Behavioral Health Assistant. So I'll be taking courses for that to go along with my peer coaching. So I'm pretty excited about that. Woo! And so yeah, let's just keep it on that level, and just remember, here are signs to look for unhealthy relationships: is controlling behaviors, disrespect, hostility, dishonesty, codependency, intimidation, violence. I mean, there's got to be at least one of these anybody in addiction has had. One, I'd say two at minimum. So, let's try to keep out for these signs. If anybody sees people with signs like that, be like, what's going on? Try to talk to them. It's always good to give out some help, some advice. If you yourself are in addiction, just got to realize the signs and stuff. Especially if you're going out and pawning stuff, selling your stuff, whatever it is, stealing to get whatever you need. Just go out there and look for some help. If you have any questions, you can always send me a message on here, and I'm always willing to help. So that's all I got for today, and I'd like to wish everybody a great weekend. See y'all later.